moving on to topic number 2, Connor. D.I.C.E. Awards have given their nominations for the 28th annual D.I.C.E. Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, if you don't know, the D.I.C.E. Awards are the video game awards that are actually nominated and voted upon by video game developers. So, if you are someone who points at Jeff Keighley's The Game Awards and goes, y'all don't get it right, that's not right, this is the one you should be paying attention to. Because this is the one that's a little more prestigious, a little more industry-focused, and a little more focused on awards and what actually was the best in its different categories. So, of course, Connor, I've got the list up right here, right now. I'm going to have both of us on screen so that we can both react to this. You haven't seen the list. I've seen quite a bit of the list, so I have a pretty good idea of what's on there, but I haven't, dove in deep. I'm just going to read through them all. Stop me whenever something interests you.
Yeah, I will do that.
Of course, 28th annual D.I.C.E. Awards are happening Thursday, February 13th at 8 p.m. Pacific time. You can watch the stream on IGN. I will be watching it at some point. I'm actually going to watch it in full this year. Usually I just watch clips and then get the results and stuff. I will watch the full presentation when I have the time. I think I'm working while they're live, so I'll go get it later. So, starting off with Outstanding Achievement in Animation, Astrobot, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Neva, and Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2.
Interesting category.
That's a super interesting category. Yeah. I don't mean to stop on the first category, but that's a fascinating one.
Well, it's unique. We don't see it at the main Game Awards. So.
Right, yeah. To me, Rebirth should kind of have this in the bag.
I think so as well. Space Marine 2 is amazingly high fidelity. So is Astrobot, but the size of the games makes
the number
Final
of
Fantasy
animations
7 more impressive. Yeah. And there's so much stuff to do in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Yeah.
That it has to be that.
I would assume.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
I mean, that the observatory scene.
Are you kidding me?
One of the year.
Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. The whole final sequence.
Yeah.
Jesus. Outstanding Achievement in Art Direction, Black Myth Wukong, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Lego Horizon Adventures, The Plucky Squire, and Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
I can't help but feel like this is the weaker compared to the Game Awards.
I love what they've chosen here. This is good. In Art Direction, Lego Horizon, Plucky Squire, and Senua's Saga. Awesome. You would have to talk to me about Indiana Jones and even Black Myth, but I feel like those are just fine.
Yeah, Black Myth is actually more impressive than I think other people give it credit for, mainly because of those animations. But Indiana Jones, yeah, not so much. And Lego Horizon Adventures, I still feel like there's others that did it better, as far as art direction.
Outstanding Achievement in Character, 1000X Resist, The Watcher, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Yuffie. Interesting pick.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Dr. Henry Indiana Jones, Indica, and Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, Senua.
It's kind of basic, but Indiana Jones is kind of hard.
Right? Yeah.
They do them so well in that game.
I'm saying, right?
Like you're not saying. You haven't played the game the same way I played the game. You're not saying.
I'll play it when it comes to PlayStation. Or maybe Senua. I could see Senua as well.
That as well. Yeah. No, that works as well.
Yuffie's a weird pick.
Yeah. I mean, I can't really think of a standout character except maybe Tifa in terms of that kind of category.
In character?
What?
I mean,
I guess so.
Aerith is the one.
But Tifa, they do more interesting things with her in the course of the plot.
I agree.
Either way,
I don't understand why Aerith is getting the praise this time around. It should be Tifa.
It should be, yeah.
The way that Barrett got it last time, deserved.
Yep.
It should be Tifa this time.
Yeah.
Sure, Aerith is there. Sure, Aerith is doing great stuff. But I feel like Aerith takes a back seat for most of the game.
Until the end.
And then she's like, whoa. Yeah. When they put her, when you get to, spoilers, but when you get to the Temple of the Ancients, yeah, they put her front and center, and the last 8 hours of the game were all about her. But the 50 hours before that were all about everybody else.
Golden Saucer as well. Like, at the end, it was when it was bringing her in.
I had Tifa, so,
she was doing the performance, though.
Oh, you're right. That performance was great. It was a great performance. But even then, Tifa and Cloud holding hands, being cute.
That was, I know. Oh, yeah.
Outstanding Achievement in Original Music Composition. I love this list. Astrobot, Helldivers 2, Monument Valley 3, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, and Star Wars Outlaws.
Guys.
Where's Final Fantasy? Where's Metaphor?
Why Star Wars Outlaws?
Star Wars had good music.
What's the good thing about it?
I think that was the one thing I said was really great about that game was the music.
Oh. Huh.
Music was really fucking good in that game.
Well, I remember Hellblade having some interesting use of music, but
yeah,
I feel like I liked Helldivers 2 the most out of here. It's
The thing about Helldivers 2 is it's the drop music. The
Yeah,
drop music is so heavy, but the other ones I'm like, those are all around better in my opinion.
it fills you with the sense of I'm a representative of Super Earth.
Yeah,
And it's
that drop music, yeah, epic. But if you talk entire music composition, unless are they talking like a specific song? It doesn't look like it. No, they're just talking the whole thing. Yeah, for me, this is Astrobot's thing to lose. Astrobot had great music.
You know what? I by the way, I changed my mind. Yeah, Outlaw shouldn't be on that at all. Outstanding achievements. I mean, in original music composition because it sounds
It's original music.
It's not like
It's not Star Wars music.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
you don't get Star Wars. You don't get Star Wars music in non-movie properties.
You kind of do with Jedi Survivor.
No, you don't. You get Jedi Survivor music. They evoke Star Wars, but it's not. You're not getting.
Well, no, I'm not saying-
Yeah, you're not getting any of that. Outstanding achievement in audio design: Frostpunk 2, Helldivers 2, Monument Valley 3, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, Still Wakes the Deep. I've only played Helldivers on this list. You would have to tell me about Senua's Saga, but I would assume Senua's Saga because that's what they advertise themselves as, and they continue to do great things. Monument Valley 3 pulling all these fucking nominations, not getting me any goddamn points on the fucking Fantasy Critic.
Silent Hill 2 should be here.
Oh, you're so right. Silent Hill 2 should be here.
Kind of weird.
That's so upsetting. Astrobot should be here. Final Fantasy should be here.
Yeah, I can appreciate those other games more. Well, maybe not Monument Valley.
I haven't played.
I
just haven't played Frostpunk Monument or
Yeah.
Still Wakes the Deep. But if the devs say it, that's what the devs say. Outstanding achievement in story: 1000X Resist, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Metaphor Refantasio, Still Wakes the Deep, and Thank Goodness You're Here. Would have liked to have seen Final Fantasy VII on this list.
Yeah.
I understand why it's not though.
It's an achievement story. More
Sure.
than Still Wakes the Deep too. I think they're so far. This list seems like it's kind of weirdly pulling games that no one talked about in terms of those qualities of it.
The developers, man.
I guess
It's not,
so.
we're not in the popularity contest anymore. This is what the devs are actually saying when they look around and say this is what's going on. Outstanding technical achievement. That's weird. Astrobot, Batman Arkham Shadow, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Senua's Saga, Hellblade 2, Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine 2.
Probably Astrobot.
Could be Senua. Warhammer's weird to me. Could be Batman. Batman VR making it work. Nobody's getting motion sickness and still capturing that Arkham gameplay experience. Could be Batman. Action game of the year: Batman Arkham Shadow, Black Myth Wukong, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade. Stellar Blade would have my personal vote of this list. Adventure game of the year: 1000X Resist, Animal Well, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, and Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. Prince of Persia would have my vote in this list.
Adventure, yeah, which is kind of sad for Indiana, but
Indiana still has that chance. Family game of the year: Astrobot, Cat Quest 3, Little Kitty Big City, The Plucky Squire, and Super Mario Party Jamboree. Probably going to be Astrobot. Wouldn't mind a Plucky Squire or a Little Kitty Big City win here. Fighting game of the year: Blazing Strike, Dragon Ball Sparking 0, Mortal Kombat 1 Chaos Reigns, Tekken 8, and Underdogs.
I can't see it not being Tekken 8.
I don't know. It's that year. It's the year of Tekken 8.
Only 3 for this one.
Yeah, racing game of the year: F1 24, MotoGP 24, and Night Runners Prologue. I heard F1 this year was disappointing. Role-playing game of the year: Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Dragon Age: The Veilguard, Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erdtree, Like a Dragon: Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor Refantasio. I think it's Metaphor. Sports game of the year: EA Sports College Football 26. At least they fucking understand it. EA Sports FC 25, MLB The Show 24, NBA 2K 25. Sports games. Strategy / sim of the year: Balatro, Caves of Quad.
That's so fucking funny. Know how you pronounce that?
Quad?
Caves of Quad. Caves
Quad.
of Cud. Caves of Cood. Caves of Cum.
Okay.
People have said.
Frostpunk 2, Tactical Breach Wizards. Oh, that's a cool title. I might look at that. And Satisfactory. Probably going to be Balatro. Could see it being Satisfactory. Could see it being Frostpunk 2. Immersive reality technical achievement: Alien Rogue Incursion, Batman Arkham Shadow, Skydance's Behemoth, Starship Home, and Underdogs. Immersive Reality Game of the Year, Alien Rogue Incursion, Batman Arkham Shadow, Escaping Wonderland, Skydance's Behemoth and Underdogs. Outstanding Achievement for an Independent Game, Animal Well, Balatro, Grun, Indica, and Mouthwashing. Probably Balatro. Mobile Game of the Year, Balatro, Halls of Torment, Monument Valley 3, Paper Trail, Wuthering Waves, probably Balatro or Monument Valley 3.
Oh, I've seen so much people talk about how much they love playing it on the go.
Oh,
It's
Balatro. Balatro's so good, man. You should play Balatro. Online Game of the Year, Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Diablo 4, Vessel of Hatred, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2. This could kind of go any way for me.
I think it's Marvel Rivals and Helldivers too are the
Those are
runners.
front runners,
Yeah.
yeah, but I could see any of them.
Oh, yeah, maybe not Call of Duty.
I could see Call of Duty. Outstanding Achievement in Game Design, Animal Well, Astrobot, Balatro, Helldivers 2, UFO 50. That's hard.
That is a hard one, yeah.
That's hard. Not Helldivers is where I'm going to lay my hat. The other four, maybe. Outstanding Achievement in Game Direction, 1000X Resist, Animal Well, Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, Riven, and Thank Goodness You're Here. And finally, Game of the Year, Astrobot, Balatro, Black Myth Wukong, Helldivers 2, Indiana Jones, and The Great Circle. I appreciate that list more than the Game Awards list for Game of the Year. To me, it's just missing. We're just missing Final Fantasy VII and Metaphor ReFantazio. For whatever reason, those two games not getting a lot of love at the D.I.C.E. Awards. But I like that list. I think it's a cool list. It's creative. Having Indiana Jones in there, having Helldivers in there, that's a good list to me.
Yeah, it's a nice list. It's not a lot of games I'm super familiar with, so whatever their metrics are, I guess they'll decide who wins.
Yeah. This is, of course, the award show that in 2019 gave it to Untitled Goose Game.
They did, didn't they?
They did, because the devs loved it. And you know what? More power to them. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's the D.I.C.E. Awards. I'm going to watch it. I'm excited for it. Let us know down in the comments below how you feel about it. Of course, again, these are the awards that people people in the industry actually vote on and curate. So if you care culturally about video games, these are the awards to pay attention to.